Good morning, Facebook friends. It has been a long minute since I've done a live, I feel like. Been working on a lot of stuff behind the scenes and some different group programs and platforms to bring a lot of different assistance and help in a lot of bigger, different ways. But I wanted to hop on today and say a hello and share a little story. I guess it's not a single story. By the way, if you hop on, say hello, let me know where you're tuning in from, tell me how your Monday is going. But this whole conversation or coming live was motivated by, I was on a coaching call with a client this morning, and pretty much from the minute we got on the call, I could sense the energy was off. She was very short and she was just kind of like, meh. And I gave it about 5 minutes to kind of warm the conversation up, and then I was like, all right, so let's talk about what's really going on here. And this woman does life coaching and personal training with me. So this was just a personal training session. And she just kind of, it all came flowing out. She was like, I think I need to take a break. And I was like, okay, why do you feel that way? She's like, it's just too much. I can't do this. It's way too much. And we've been working together for about, I think, 3 months. And every single week, it's progress. It's changed her, health and nutrition and fitness levels. Every single week have made amazing changes. And she's even said, she's like, I am so infinitely grateful for this, program and the changes I'm making. So it's all been like positive. But this is such a part of the process that no matter how much progress you're making, no matter how much momentum you have, how good things are going, how much weight you're losing, you're going to psychologically or physiologically hit a wall at different points, and it's going to feel like nothing's working, there's no progress, everything sucks, and you want to go eat some worms, basically. And that's not to invalidate any of the feelings or emotions that she was dealing with or that I've dealt with or anybody's dealt with, because it is very serious, and you get to this point where you just feel like none of it's worth it. Like everything just seems to kind of come crashing in, and that doesn't, it's not exclusive to fitness or health or trying to change your lifestyle. It's any kind of change. If you're trying to learn a new language, right now I'm even dealing with, I'm in a couple newer certifications because I love learning, and as much as I love learning, like last week there were a couple of days where I was just like, this sucks, I can't remember this, I don't understand it. I was so frustrated, I was just ready to throw in the towel. I wanted to just retreat. And that's really what this whole conversation, me coming on live is about, is that when we get to these points where it's like step, improve, we reach this, it's called an upper limit. And it's this point where, okay, we've made this much change before, this is what we believe we're capable of. And it's this upper limit of, deep in our subconscious, we don't really believe that we can sustain. We believe maybe there's some repercussions on the other side, maybe it's going to be too hard on the other side. And so our subconscious kind of comes up with all of these excuses, and it just wants to retreat. It's like, no, this is getting too far out of the comfort zone. We were fine with this, a little bit of change, a little bit, progress, but it's like once it gets there, it's like, no, this is too much. We're changing too much. We've lived this life. We've been in this bubble of, behavior or whatever for this long, and that's where we want to stay. And so your subconscious really tries to self-sabotage you, your inner insecurities, even people in your life. This is another thing that can really happen when you first start to change. You've got like a cheering squad. People are like, yeah, you're changing, good for you, you're eating healthier, you're working out. But you start to get to that upper limit, and they're like, maybe don't change too much because then it'll make me feel uncomfortable. So you have people, your environment, your surroundings, and then your own subconscious basically trying to tell you that too much change is just not good, that you need to slow it down and go back into your comfort zone. And so I'm sharing all this because I think it's really important for us to understand this when we're going through any kind of change process. Again, whether that's you're trying to lose weight or switch to a plant-based eating style, get a new job, learn a new language, like whatever it is, human psychology is wired this way. And it's wired that way, honestly, in a very self-preservation kind of way. Like these different innate resistances of ours are really meant to protect us, keep us in the safe comfort zone, don't venture too far from the community and the tribe and all these different things. So it's very hard to navigate over these things when our subconscious and our surroundings and our environment and our past failures are all kind of working against us. So I think having the awareness that these things are part of the journey, that they're 100% expected to happen in a journey of change, and that if you just stick and write it out without making any rational decision, if you don't just throw in the towel right away when you feel that, you will break through it. It's just these like speed bumps that we hit where it's like shoo, smooth sailing, and then something comes and it just stops us and it makes us feel like we're never going to get to the other side. We're never going to take it to the next level. And when you do that, your subconscious and those little voices or the people around you, they win. And then you do this and you stop and you go back to square one. But then in a couple months, you get really tired of that again. And you're like, no, I really want to achieve this goal and I want to have this change. And you start all over again. And that's the beautiful thing about what I get to help people facilitate in their lives. So when they sign up for me, they're committed to at least 30 days at a time. And I would say 95% of the time, when somebody would get to one of these points and they would, maybe sign the paperwork to cancel their contract with me, and it's 30 days for it to ride out, within a week, they are back to feeling positive, like we pushed through that, but they pushed through that with somebody able to tell them, hey, this is normal, here's how we navigate this, like let's maybe take this off of your plate, let's push through this, but take this out of the equation. And having somebody navigate them through that is so incredibly vital. And telling them, hey, this is normal, this is what happens, let's keep going, we've got 30 days, like let's end it on a high note. And within 7 days, they're like, so that cancellation I did, like let's just pretend that never happened. It's happened so many times, and that's the beautiful thing about accountability and structure and awareness of knowing that this stuff is normal, and not when you're on your own, you have no one to really tell you this is right, this is wrong, this is just a feeling, explaining kind of everything I just did. So it gets really easy to just throw in the towel and pretty much throw away all the work that you put in for months and months towards a change if you don't have the right tools and resources and mentality to push through those points. Because you could work for 6 months and make this much progress, and then you hit a week of like turbulence and resistance that is either going to make or break you. It's either going to be the catalyst for the next level of your success, or it's going to be the thing that makes you say, I can't do this, it's very uncomfortable, I'm not making progress, it's just so overwhelming all at once. And then you retreat back and you lose all of that work. Because in that emotional moment, all of that work feels like it was for nothing. Like that's the classic part about it, is somehow whatever gets in our brain and tells us that we can't change more tells us that all the other stuff was like pointless. Wasn't worth it, you're not making any progress, nobody likes you. Like it's such a negative state. And again, it's our psyche that just throws on everything, every past failure, everything that's wrong in your life, every reason that you shouldn't keep going. It finds everything, and it's just like puts it all on you. And you just want to quit. You want to throw in the towel. It's too much. Screw this. Nothing matters. I'm out. Push through it, guys. That's all I want to say to you, is push through it. I've seen so many clients through this stage. I've been through this stage so many times, and every time that I've been through that stage, it builds confidence for the next time I encounter it. And the same for clients, because once you've been through it once, the next time when you reach that next upper limit, the next time all those feelings and that just, oh my gosh, I can't do this comes along, you're going to be like, hey, I recognize this. I've been there before. I know if I keep pushing, it's going to, dissipate and everything's going to be better on the other side. And I do want to say this. There are a lot of coaches in the health, life coaching, fitness space that try to do way too much too soon with people. And that is where you see people in the first 30 days bailing, because it is too much. They're trying to change everything. It's like, eat this perfectly, work out 7 days a week, change your mindset, stop drinking alcohol, and people can do it for about 30 minutes. And then that overwhelm is more realistic. It's like, actually your body is like, I cannot do this. So there's a lot to be said with who you're using for a coach to navigate these things, because your change should be very progressive. But even with super sound structured coaching, you're always going to have those upper limit areas where you need that support and that accountability or guidance, or you at least need the awareness of, okay, this is normal, this is going to happen, and right now is when I need to dig in deep and keep pushing through. So I hope that maybe this was helpful. to you. I hope if you're in a place of struggling a little bit, that this encouraged you a little bit to keep going. And if you need some support and accountability, reach out to anyone that you know, or of course I'm available. I'm taking on a few additional clients for October, leading up to my launch of my group programs and stuff. So after that, I will be much more limited on my one-on-one coaching. So if you're interested in that at all, now would be the time to reach out. And yeah, I hope you guys are having a great Monday and have a great week. That's all for now. Bye.